Star Trek is no stranger to franchise hopping, but it got us thinking.
Every time you think you're weak in the nation.
What other properties would work well with our beloved Star Trek that we haven't seen yet? So here's 5 of our top dream crossovers ranked from obvious to obviously we need this.
Star Wars.
There's really nowhere else to begin besides Star Wars. It's a crossover that fan fiction has been talking about for decades. Sure, technically Star Trek takes place in our future, and Star Wars not only takes place in the past, but in a completely different galaxy. But that's nothing that a transporter malfunction time travel episode can't fix, and it wouldn't be the first time.
We're going back in time.
Obvious or not, this one would be pure nerd nirvana. Chewie and Worf battling it out with an arm wrestle. Data and C-3PO talking about protocol ad nauseum.
Oh no.
And you're telling me that Kirk wouldn't try to seduce Leia? The list goes on. And as exciting as it would be, it's kind of a no-brainer, so we have to give this the rank of ensign. All right, let's just move on before we start a comment war about proton versus photon torpedoes, okay?
Dune.
All right, let's spice things up a bit.
Pun.
Sorry. In honor of the new film coming out, we would love to see an away team land on Dune. How would a starship fare against a sandworm? Does the Prime Directive mean that they would have to leave Arrakis alone? Since computers aren't allowed, what would they think of Data? Would they confuse Spock for a Mentat? How would Chekhov feel when he learns the Spacing Guild navigates by rejecting computer trajectories and just gets super high? At the very least, it would lead to some interesting conversations, and probably an intergalactic war too. And since this is a pretty natural pairing, we'll give this the rank of Lieutenant, just as the Reverend Mother Guinan has foreseen.
The Office? The Office.
It's time to leave the stars behind and head to Scranton for our dream crossover of Star Trek and The Office. Trek has plenty slice of life stories, but nothing quite like how it would be if the Enterprise crossed paths with the USS Dunder Mifflin and its overconfident, underqualified captain, Michael Scott. How exactly was he awarded the world's best captain mug? What would ordinarily be diplomatic intrigue is now just workplace comedy. From Dwight finding his phaser in Jell-O, again, to Pam and Uhura undoubtedly bonding, to Stanley most definitely sleeping through a Romulan attack. I have a feeling Jim pulls Data aside to give him a couple lessons on how to prank.
How do you know it was me?
But the best part is, it doesn't have to be all comedy. The Office has its sweet moments, so you can keep those emotional Trek beats that we love so much. And even if Kevin spills the celebratory chili, we can just replicate some more. Oh my gosh, could you imagine Michael Scott doing the Kobayashi Maru? That alone makes us give this the rank of commander. Now, would I be the assistant to the captain or the assistant captain?
The Lord of the Rings.
Now, this might be our most controversial ranking yet. Partially because you may not agree with me, and partially because it probably will never happen. But there's nothing I wouldn't give to see Starfleet mandate shore leave in Middle-earth. Think about it. An older Kirk climbing the Misty Mountains, Spock and Elrond commiserating over the frustrations of man, Worf scoping out a retirement community in Mordor, Ferengi trying out every rule of acquisition on the dwarves. I'm gonna have to stop myself because I could keep going. We rank this dream crossover as captain. It might be dangerous business going out your door, but at least you'll have a phaser.
Admiral.
And finally, we've come to our Admiral ranking. No doubt you're trying to guess what it's gonna be before I say it. Maybe it's Stargate. Ooh, Battlestar Galactica. Wait, no, Firefly. If you guessed any of those, you'd be wrong. The ultimate #1 dream crossover we'd love to see is
Quantum Leap.
Rich, we got him.
Enough said. There you have it. That's just a few of the fun ways we can see our favorite characters mixing it up across universes. We know we left some fun ones on the table, so hit us up with dream crossovers, and who knows, maybe they'll come true. Stranger things have happened. Oh my god, a Stranger Things crossover. The neutral zone could be the upside down, and 11 could be huge.